Welcome in, friends. Happy Monday. As you come in, say hi, so I know you're here. And if you're watching later on the replay, leave me a little comment, #replay, so I know you were here. And as always, if you see anything that I create that you're interested in, just send me a private message. Most often my things are available or they can be reproduced. Okay. Hey Sandy, how are you? Welcome in. Your custom order is finished and sitting on my dining room table, drying. It should be able to ship either Tuesday or Wednesday. The little birdies, the 3 little birdies are the most recent. And I just want to make sure they're dry before I start bubble wrapping them. You know, all the things. But everything's finished. I have to add the glitter to the roof on the birdhouse. Hi, Christine. How are you? Welcome in. Christine, did your Happy Meal arrive yet? I think when I checked tracking, I think it said Monday, if I'm not mistaken. All right, tagging us and sharing us, and we will get started. And Sandy, you're so cute. Then if you still want, I will start working on the other 2. You said you wanted a cow pick and a barn pick. If you still want those, I could start working on those if you're still interested. Before I start, I just want to confirm. We can do that outside my live. You don't have to comment here if you don't want to. Okay, guys. I tagged us and shared us. Comments are still... Yes. Okay, Sandy. Sounds good. Sounds good. I will get my plan together and measure and send you a message. Quincy. Hi, sweet friend. Look, I'm wearing pink jeans. Paper Sweetie's pink today. Just for you. Just for you. Guys, who watched the Fake Bake Wars Championship last night? Or who watched the replay? It was cray-cray, you guys. It was totally cray-cray. Our list of things that we had to make in 55 minutes was so long. It blew my mind. It blew my mind. And I don't even know. Thank you, Quincy. Me too. You and me are the pink girls. I don't even know how we got done what we got done in 55 minutes. This is what I made. I did not win because I didn't hear, or if I heard it, I didn't write it down on the sheet of paper because our list was so long, guys. Our list was so long of things that we had to include. This was our list, 55 minutes. Oh my gosh. We had to make a comic book inspired cake, meaning outlined in the black like comics are. I've never done anything like this in my life, you guys. Quincy. With drip and handmade sprinkles. Okay, got all that. Then we had to make 4 fruits, technically 5, because on the cherries, our assignment was we had to make 2 cherries with 2 bows, a pineapple with sunglasses, a strawberry with a headband and a flower, and a watermelon with a bite out. And they all had to be characters, and you couldn't use resin or felt or any... Oh, Christine, yay. Good. Yay. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. You couldn't use handmade eyes or anything. You had to make all your own. So, I mean, that adds a lot of extra time, guys, because, I mean, the eyes are white, the little pupil's black, and then the nose is a different color. So you're switching 3 different colors for each one. And like I said, we technically had to do 5 because we had to do 2 cherries. I think mine came out cute. I'm very proud of what I accomplished in 55 minutes. Thank you, Maureen. This didn't win because I neglected to hear, hey, Shay, how are you? Welcome in. I didn't hear that the fruit characters with their bows and sunglasses and headbands and flowers and bites needed to be comic book looking as well, meaning they had to be outlined in the black as well. I didn't hear that. So Denise won because she added some outlines on hers. Hers came out super cute. But I didn't hear it. So I got disqualified because I didn't complete all the requirements. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. So I'm very proud of it. I can't believe I did this in 55 minutes. Thank you for sprinkling, Robin. And it's very clean because you know me, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So it came out super cute. Thank you, Robin. It is available if anyone loves it and would like a cute little summer fruit drippy cake. Just send me a private message. And the one I did for the first round is available too. And guys, they don't really match my decor, so I know I'm not keeping them. So I'm just doing very inexpensive. This little one is $20 and this bigger one is $25. So if anyone, thank you, Alyssa. Thank you, Quincy. Yeah, I'm very happy with how they both turned out. And especially this one, because it's so much bigger and so much more detail. But there could only be one winner. One winner. And Denise took the trophy. Super cute though. I love it. And I made all my sprinkles different colors, you know, to give it that little Candyland look. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, yep, they're both available. So if anyone wants to adopt them, just send me a private message. All right, guys, I cannot believe it's already the end of April. I'm here by myself today. My partner in crime for April, Raquel, is in, well, she's away on vacation. I'm not going to share. I know she was sharing. She's in Costa Rica on vacation. So we're going to finish up my month-long project, Ty and his cherry pie. So week 1, we made the barn, styrofoam base, and we used a shiplap roller to make the barn siding. And then we used this stamp set from Paper Sweeties to create the farmhouse, sweet farmhouse. That's white clay. I cut a square. I let it dry, and then I stamped right on it. Hey, Love Bug, how are you? I just was showing my cake from last night's Fake Bake Wars. I have hiccups. Sorry, guys. Stamped right on there. This stamp set also has a coordinating die. And look at this cute one with the little cow and the fence. Look at how cute. And this one also has a coordinating die. And you guys, all of my stamps and dies on my website that are in inventory are liquidation, 50% off using coupon sale, just until they're gone. I have lots left. All right, so the little barn we did week 1. And then week 2, I think we started working a little bit on his body. Hey, Paula. Hi, Barbara. Welcome in. Hey, Sherry. So I worked a little bit on camera with his body and then a little bit off camera. I think we did his shoes, maybe week 2, his boots. And y'all helped me design them and create them. They came out super cute. They even have little buttons there, but I have a feeling when I add his cherry pie, they're gonna get lost. And we made his little shirt and his little overalls, and look at his little bum back there, so cute. And then week 3, week 2, maybe we worked on his face. I want to say that. I don't know. They're all uploaded on my YouTube channel though, guys. And then last week we worked a little bit on his hair. Look at his cute little face. And I made his little smile like a sideways smirk because he's sitting there eating his cherry pie, like hiding out in the barn. Cute. And his hair, super cute. His face is so cute. And then off camera, I made him some little hands. They came out cute. 2 little hands to hold his little cherry pie. They're little fat little fingers with the dimples and all the things, guys. All right, so we're gonna assemble. We're gonna assemble him today as best we can. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much. All right, so I'm gonna cut this down. I just want it sticking out a little to give his head some support. I'm gonna cut it at an angle to make it a little sharp to help us put his head on his body. I did add a little round piece of clay here when this was drying to create like a little neck area. But then I ended up picking up this bandana, and we're gonna tie a bandana around his neck, so I don't think I even need that. His face came out super cute though. Look at his little ears, his little button nose, little cheeks, so cute. All right, I had this in here as he was drying, but I didn't glue it in, so it could come right back out. And then make sure I don't want it poking out the top of his head. That would be oh, Diane, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It was, it put me way outside my comfort zone. And then I was kicking myself last night. I either didn't hear or I heard it and I didn't write it down that the fruit had to be outlined in the black too. So I got disqualified because I didn't complete all the requirements. But Denise won and her project came out adorable. And her and I and Jennifer practiced earlier in the day, Sunday, and we were laughing and giggling and having the best time. And I guess that's all that counts, right? As long as we shared some inspiration and creativity and had a good time and everyone had fun watching us and laughed a little. All right, let's put his head on. This scares me. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. Hi, Margarita. Oh my goodness, this little boy is so cute. Oh my goodness. I'll turn him around in a second, guys. I'm holding it. I was thinking of making a little baseball cap and putting it on his head backwards, but the hair came out so stinking cute. I made it like all squirrely and like a little boy who's been outside running around playing and his hair is all squirrely. Thank you, Margarita. Thank you. I just showed my cake up close and personal. Yeah. If it weren't for me missing that, outlining the fruit with the black lines, I think I would have been in the running. But I was disqualified because I didn't complete all the requirements. Y'all, oh my goodness. I need to send a picture of this to Shelby, unless she hops on. Shelby Lynn Ritchie, who is the queen of characters. Hi, Diana. How are you? Hey, Holly. So cute, right, guys? So cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I love him. You guys, I'm not a character creator person. I wouldn't say that's in my strong suits. I do more like fake bake, like macarons and cakes and, you know, stuff like that. All right, so for his hands, I know I definitely want to put them on with toothpicks. And then I think I'm gonna have to do some green clay around the hand. He is too cute, Margarita. Look at him. This project will be available, but you guys, I feel like I want to keep it. My husband would kill me. He's like, sell it all, sell it all. All right, I'm just eyeballing how I want to get these hands on, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to put a little green around because this area is so much bigger than the little hand, and I don't like how that looks. that. So I'll put a little green around to give him like an extra little cuff after we put the hands on. Hey, Sam, we're putting Ty together. Look, we just put his face on, his head on, his body. And he is such a cute little boy, right? Look at his little smirk, his little sideways smirk. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate you. All right, guys, let me make sure I put these hands on the correct way, meaning thumb up, not down. Because you guys know I could get talking and things could go sideways. The hands look a little strange. Oh, thank you, Holly. Appreciate it. He will be available, guys. So when you see me complete the entire project, if you want to adopt it, send me a private message. I'm going to get going because we definitely want to put this together. Lock, stock, and barrel today. I mean, sometimes adding hands to characters, I mean, it just looks a little weird. They look a little, weird, but I mean, it is what it is. I feel like that's why I need that extra little piece of green clay. All right, I'm eyeballing it and I'm gonna poke a pilot hole kind of right there, not completely in the center, off to the side just a little. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, okay? And after I put his arms on, guys, I put wine corks in this area under here to hold the arms up. I didn't end up putting wire inside them because they were so chunky. So that's how I ended up. It did depress because you see the pattern here, it did depress it right there. It made it flat right there. But once we add his pie, you're never gonna see it. So I felt it was more important to have the hands up in an upright position than to have that underneath area flattened out a little. It was just way more important to have the arms up. All right. Going to snip a little of the pointy point off, just a smidge, because I don't want it to come all the way through his hand, y'all. I'm gonna do a pilot hole in his hand. His little hands came out very cute. And I, as they were drying, I kept babysitting them. I wanted them curved a little because I want them to hold the pie. So you can see they curve in a little. And then I even made, you guys know, on your palm, like this goes in, it indents in a little. I made his palm indented in a little right there. Can you guys see? His little fat fingers. All right. Right where I did that pilot hole, I'll put a little super glue and we're just gonna go for it, guys. Make sure I have enough of that snipped off. The worst thing in the world would be for that toothpick to come through his hand. I think I would cry after all of this work. All right, and we're going to hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. How's everyone's weather? You guys, we got rain yesterday. First time in 6 weeks, y'all. It looks actually better now than it's physically on his body than when I was just holding it up in the air. I kept saying to myself, I don't know, the hands look a little weird. Do you think I even need to put a little thing of green around the cuff, like in that area right there? Do you think I do, or just leave it alone? I think it might be okay. I don't want to cover any of the little hand up because it's so cute. I even made, my hands are old, guys. They're wrinkly. You know how you have these lines here? I even made those lines there on his hand. I don't know if you can see it. His little, the dimples for his little knuckles. It's the first time I ever made hands, guys. So I was a little tickled with my achievement, as you can tell. All right, some more super glue on this toothpick. And we're gonna go ahead and right where we made that pilot hole, stick it in. And leave it. Okay, Sherry, that's kind of, now that they're on, that's kind of what I was thinking too. I mean, at this point, I don't want to do anything to screw it up. It's coming out so cute. Ooh, he's so cute. I love him. Yeah, we actually, late Saturday night, oh, pilot home. Late Saturday night, like 11 o'clock, it started raining. And yesterday, it kind of rained off and on. Yes, Quincy, I agree with you. I agree. Yep, Diana said no, leave it alone too. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. And it rained off and on kind of all day yesterday. And today it's a little blustery and a little gloomy. It's not raining anymore, but hold on, guys. Hold it. Yes, Sam, I agree. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for your suggestions. Plus, he's going to be holding the pie. So even if I did put a little extra cuff in there, you probably wouldn't even see it. So it's trying really hard to clear. I see little teeny weeny pinks of blue. But it's a little damp. It's a little chilly. Yes, ma'am. Robin, we needed the rain too. It hadn't rained here in 6 weeks. Ooh, so cute. I need a smidge more super glue in there, guys. I want to make sure the hands are on really good, especially because I think this is going to be available for sale. So I don't want the hands coming off. You know what I mean? Jelly beans. Hey, Jeannie. Hey, Brenda. Welcome, guys. Well, you guys, did you come over here specifically to watch Ty and his cherry pie come together? Have you been watching all month long? I need to come up with a new month-long project for May, guys. This was by viewer's choice. I put a little thing on my page, like, what would you like to see me create? I'm gonna hold the hands for a few more minutes, guys. I just want them to be on really good. So I'm just gonna babysit them. Let's talk amongst ourselves. What would you like to see me make in May? I was kind of leaning towards a teddy bear with a cute little knit outfit on and maybe holding a little bunny stuffed animal. Thank you for sprinkling, Tammy. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the stars. Oh my gosh. Y'all are just so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate it very much. I'm holding them, his little hands. I want to make sure that super glue really holds. Any ideas? What you'd like to see me make? I'm thinking like not a fake bake, some kind of another character. Maybe not as involved as Ty. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. I could just squeeze him. He's so cute. I could just squeeze him. Yes, Diana, some other different kind of a character. Yeah, Sam, that kind of makes it easy because then I'm not having to think up 4 or 5 small little projects and then have all these 4 or 5 small little projects hanging around my house. Oh! He looks a little like Frankenstein with the hands, but we're gonna give him his pie. So then at the end of the month, I have this one nice big project that I either keep or sell. Yes, a character with a picnic basket. I actually just did a picnic basket for one of the challenges this past week. This is available, guys, if anyone loves it and would like to adopt it. Little picnic basket with a tablecloth in there, strawberries, a firecracker, and a little blueberry pie, all on a quilt. This is the one. That would be so cute sitting next to a character, though. A little character on a picnic. That would be adorable. That would be super cute. Okay, I think his hands are on good. I allowed myself like this whole hour just to have this come together. I knew it wouldn't take me the whole hour, but I just wanted to allow myself the time, and then we could just chat. Hey, Maritza. Look, little Ty just got his head and his hands added. You know, he's been in parts and pieces for the past month. Here's his little pie. We did that week 2 or week 3, I can't remember. And we had to make it from scratch. This is aluminum foil from my pantry. We had to make it from scratch so it would be the correct size for sweet little Ty. And then how am I gonna get this to? I might have to get those wine corks back and prop it up. So cute. All right, but next we're gonna fool around with the bandana. Thank you, Maritza. Before I put his pie on, I wanna leave myself room to work. So I got this bandana from Hobby Lobby, and this morning I was doing wash. Thank you, Sam. Thank you so much. It was fun to make. It was very easy. And the actual basket was printed by Dawn's Fakery and Gifts. She's usually on here. So I threw it in my dryer with my wet laundry to kind of give it an old, soft, crinkly look, like a little boy on a farm would have. All right, guys. And then when the cowboys do their bandanas, I think they just fold the square in a triangle like that, and then kind of tie them around their neck like that, right? But this is way too big for him, so I have to cut it down. But I feel like it still needs to be in a square in order to wrap it around. So how should I best do this? I'm not so concerned about losing the pattern because it's going to be tiny and wrapped around his neck, so you won't necessarily see the pattern. I feel like if I just cut it along the lines where it was folded at the store, will this be enough? I feel like it should be. If I just have this square, meaning like if it's this size, okay? If I cut just a square out, how did I do that? If I just have this square, I folded it in half when I just tried it on me. And then I think just the one square is gonna be enough, guys. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna measure 17 times and cut once, guys, because you only have one attempt. Once you cut it, it's cut. All right, and I wanna make sure I don't get a tag. So we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. I'm gonna cut it right along the natural fold line. I didn't even iron it or anything, guys. I wanted it to have that wrinkly look, like a little boy on a farm running around playing outside. He wouldn't have a neatly ironed little handkerchief around his neck, a neckerchief. He would be all cattywampus, running around playing, getting dirty, sticking his little hands in his cherry pie. All right, so then I was going to go like that into the folded in half, 8 by 8. I think that's what I did, Sam. I think I just cut the right along where it was creased here and creased here from the store. I just cut along that line. Let's see how close. It's 10 by 10. It's 10 by 10. All right, so on two of the sides, there is the stitched edging from the manufacturer. So I'm gonna keep those down. I'm gonna fold this in half, but not quite all the way because I want that nice stitch edging to show. And then we're gonna bring our little boy over and we're gonna kind of bunch this up. Oops. I gotta fold it the other way because that's where I cut the tag off. Dang it. And I said, oh, I don't want where the tag was. And then the one square I cut is where the tag was. I cut it off really close though. You can't hardly even see it. All right, and then we're gonna bunch it up a little and we're going to wrap it around his little neck. And I'm gonna tie it kind of off to the side. Let me bunch that up some more. Hold, please. Because he's so little and his little outfit is so cute. I don't want to cover a lot of it up. You guys know what I mean? Hey, Eliza, we're putting Ty together today. I'm so happy you're here to see him come together. I'm channeling our friend Shelby today. I'm going to send her a picture of this when I finish. I have learned so much from her over the years. She is not only my mentor, but a lot of us have enjoyed her mentorship and her teaching us all of her skills. If it weren't for Shelby, I would never have had the courage or the wherewithal to even tackle a project like this, you guys. You know what I mean? All right, and then I'm gonna tie it again in a double knot. And I kind of put it off to the side because I didn't want it to cover his cute little overalls because we added the buttons in the pocket, you know, all the things. So cute, you guys. Oh my goodness, I could just squeeze him. He's so cute. So cute. And I love the addition of the fabric neckerchief instead of doing one out of clay. I think that gives it just a special little Okay, so I went to Hobby Lobby and I wanted to get a circle wood chip round, and they had them, but they were really big, the ones at my Hobby Lobby. So what I ended up getting is this for $12 by Walnut Hollow at Hobby Lobby, this kind of squarish rectangle piece. And I liked it because it has the bark on the edges. I wanted it to look very rustic, okay? Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who hung with me during the month, putting him together, all your input on everything. I really do appreciate it. All right, so let's cut this plastic off, maybe. Holy cow. How do you prevent him from sagging while he's drying? I did, Amy, you could go back and watch my replay. I did him in all parts and pieces. I didn't put him together all at once. Like y'all just saw me just add his head and his hands on now. I waited until his body was dry. So basically I did his head separate. I let that dry for a couple weeks and then I added his hair. I did his hands separate. I did his arms separate. I did his body separate. And his little legs separate. And his shoe. I did everything separate. And because I worked on this all month long, I let the parts and pieces dry. Sam, thank you so much. Love you. So, you know, if you can do that, let everything dry separately. Like when I started today's video, his head was on a skewer on just a styrofoam block. So I did this several weeks ago. It's good and dry. So if you have that ability to let things dry, even overnight, but a couple of days, you'll be much happier with how your project turns out. So I've been working on the different parts and pieces all month long. All right, so this looks like the better side. So we'll put this to the front. All right, so now I grabbed some E6000 and I'm gonna grab some Max Strength Dries Clear, using our best on porous, non-oily surfaces such as wood, stone. Okay, I'm gonna use some E6000, some liquid fusion, and some hot glue. We have to really glue all these parts and pieces on, you guys. So, the barn. Let's start with the barn. I know the barn is gonna go here. And I just want to get my placement for him. He's gonna sit over here. Oh, I maybe should have tied his neckerchief going the other way. Can I turn it? Can I turn it? Can I turn it? Yes, I can turn it. Okay. I want the little ties to go off that way and not into the barn. You guys know what I mean? That way. Hey, Kathleen, how are you? Hey, Amy girl, how are you? Welcome in, friends. All right, we're gonna put the little barn there. And little Ty is gonna sit there. You guys, this is the cutest thing ever. Cutest thing ever. All right, so I have to add a lot of glue, a lot of different situations. So the liquid fusion and the E6000 are gonna take a while to dry. So that's why I'm gonna use hot glue too. The hot glue permanently on the styrofoam here, you would not be happy. It would not permanently hold your project on down to the wood. So don't rely on just hot glue, especially to put a big piece like this on. You would not be happy with the results. It would just pop off over time. So that's why I'm using different glues, three different kinds of glues, all right? And now I'm gonna come in and put just a whole bunch of hot glue right in the center, not touching my other glues. So the hot glue will be for like quick stick, and it'll hold it in place while the other glues are drying overnight. Okay, guys? Okay, that's probably good. All right, we're gonna eyeball it, and then we're gonna stick it down. Because once it's stuck down, you're not gonna be able to move it. Bring it back in camera. Hold it, hold it, hold it. What else you could do, if you really wanted to make sure it was very, very sturdy, is if you have access to like a drill and a drill bit, you could have drilled holes in the wood and then put dowels in there and then stuck the styrofoam barn onto the dowels. That would have been a really probably good option. But I didn't ask my husband to do that for me, so it's all good. It's all good, guys. It's all good. I'm just gonna hold it really good. I want that hot glue to really grab because I know the liquid fusion and the E6000 is gonna take hours to dry. So I want to make sure it holds. Okay, it's not moving. It's not moving. Okay, so we have the barn on the base. You guys, I can't even tell you how I feel like this is one of the projects I've made that I'm like most excited about. My husband's like, you're gonna sell it, right? I'm like, I don't know. I might want to keep it. Just because I'm so proud of it. All right, so I'm looking, his little booty completely touches the wood. And his legs do not at all touch the wood. They're like up in the air. And then the little rubber sole part of his boots touch the wood. So that's where we're gonna add the glue. On his booty and on the bottoms of the rubber soles, okay? Eileen's Fast Grab Tacky Glue, great for quicker adhesion along the tight bond for the long term. Got it. Thank you, Sam. Thank you. Yeah, I think between the three, between the Liquid Fusion, when this dries, this is gonna definitely hold. The E6000, that's definitely gonna hold. And then in the interim, temporarily, the hot glue is gonna hold it while those others are drying. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing here. I'm going to add some E6000 just on his little bottom, on the edges, and then on the very bottom rubber sole of his boots. And then I'm gonna come in with some of the Liquid Fusion. And you could have done the same thing here, guys. Drilled a hole where his little booty sits and stuck it on like that. I still would use the glue if you're doing the dowel, but that would have been like another option. All right, now I'm going to eyeball it super quick because once it's stuck down, it's stuck down. You won't be able to move it. And I'm gonna hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. I'm gonna hold it for more than 5 seconds, guys. This is so stinking adorable. Stinking cute. Not just cute, stinking cute. And all the extra little touches that you add to your projects, like the resin eyes, the real fabric neckerchief, real buttons. I did clay buttons I made using a mold, but you could do real buttons. The little farmhouse, sweet farmhouse that we stamped using the stamp set. All those extra little touches really make your projects so special and so sweet. Okay, look, you guys, look, oh my gosh. Lauren, hi, how are you, sweet girl? Welcome in. I'm putting together something I've been working on all month long. All right, guys, then 3 more things. What I thought I would do is maybe take some of this silver paint and a paintbrush and maybe do a little bit of it on the roof of the barn to give it a little tin look. I'll turn it this way so you guys can see. Thank you, Love Bug. Thank you. Thank you. Your little patriotic project you did last week was adorable. I loved it, loved it. All right, so I was gonna just put a little bit of this, it's called galvanized, and I was gonna maybe do a little on the roof of the barn. You guys know what I mean? You love the farmer and the barn? Yeah, so cute. Thank you, Lilani. All right. I'm just adding a little bit at a time, guys, because after all this work, I don't want to ruin it. But it's a dark galvanized kind of silver. It's not really a bright, shiny silver, like a stainless steel. And I think it's giving it a nice effect. Oh, I just stepped on the plastic from the board. Do you guys love this? Is it making you want to go make one? Oops, I just dropped some on my table. Make sure I'll get that up so I don't accidentally get it into my project. That would be so unfortunate if I ruined it after all this work. That looks really good, you guys. I like just the little addition of some of that galvanized silver. It gives the roof of the barn a little realistic kind of situation. I like it. I like it a lot. And then, you know what? I'll probably do the same thing on, oh, thank you, Kathleen. Thank you. On the black of the barn doors. Let's do it. I'm gonna be careful though, because I don't want to get it on the white. So I'm gonna be really careful. Take my time. Not like last night in Fake Bake Wars, when we were rushing and just throwing stuff on. Oh my God. You guys, that was, I'm glad I did it. And Yanira left a comment, like, Debbie's so glad that this, she had some words that I can't repeat, is done, and she's never going to sign up for it ever again. I would breathe a sigh of relief when it was done, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. It was, I'm glad I did it, but it was a lot. All right, last little bit. I'm trying to be so careful. I don't want to get it on the white door. I would cry at this point. I think I literally would cry. That looks really good, guys. I'll turn it around so you can see in a second. That looks really good. I don't know why I'm whispering. That looks really good. I love it. All right, let's get this out of our way so we don't knock it into anything. See if the camera will catch it. See how it gives it just a shiny kind of faux galvanized look on the roof and then on the barn doors? It's still a little wet. It'll dry, but we're live. I don't know what that means, Kathleen. What does that mean? All right, two more things. So he has to hold his little cherry pie. So let me get it in his hands and let me figure out how best to do this. And it's gonna end up resting on the top of his boots. So that'll be good. That'll help hold it as the glue is drying. So I need to put glue in between his thumb and his pointer finger. Thank you, Sherry. And then hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. I'm gonna be sitting here all afternoon holding it. All right, so what kind of glue? I feel like I need to do a few different glues again. All right, what I think I need to do first is glue this one finger onto the top of his boot. Oh, got you, Kathleen. Thank you. See, I'm missing comments. Just like last night, because I'm looking down. Thank you, Kathleen. All right, and then I want to put some I'm basically gluing one of the fingers from each of his little hands onto the top of his boots, because I'm gonna need that support for the pie. I'm gonna need that support. So I glued one finger from each of his hands on the top of his boots. So it kind of stabilizes the hands a little bit. And then we'll come in and add the pie. Okay, I think that's good. So I'm gonna need glue there and there. Oh, one of the rhinestones on his boots came off. I'll go back and re-add that. All right, so right there and there. Add some liquid fusion onto the bottom of the tin foil in those two areas. And then I'm gonna come in with my super glue and add it in between his thumb and his pointer finger on each hand. And then come back in with the pie. Carefully place it in there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Oh my gosh, so cute. Ty and his cherry pie. So again, the super glue should catch it pretty quick. And then it'll hold it in place for long term for that liquid fusion to end up sticking. Okay, I think that's good. All right, we lost a rhinestone. We got to re-add that rhinestone. It came out because I was handling it. I need a tiny little bit of glue right back in the spot. Where's that rhinestone? And I'm really excited. I was afraid that the cherry pie was going to cover all of his boots, and it didn't, guys. If you turn it sideways, you still can see his boots and the little rhinestones that I added for his buttons on his boots. You still can see it. You still can see it. All right, and then last but certainly not least, oh, I love this added to the barn, guys. I love this. It gave it a nice galvanized look. Last but certainly not least, I went out in the garage in my stash, and these are from last fall. Look at how cute. Look at how cute. I have a little hay bale, and I'm pretty sure this will stick all with hot glue. We're gonna add the little hay bale right in the front. Get another glue stick. I'm pretty sure it'll stick all with, I might do some liquid fusion under there too. So let me just add just a bead of liquid fusion, and then I'll come around with my hot glue. And then come in and eyeball it. When it's good, stick it down and hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. I was almost thinking too of doing like another something, another cherry pie or a little kitty cat. You know how barns have little kitty cats, and doing it on top of the hay bale. I could add something else to it. But for all intents and purposes, that's kind of all I had in my head planned, start to finish for the project. Oops. What do we think? What do we think? Does it need something else on top of the hay bale? Look at how cute, you guys. And like I said, I was thinking of maybe doing a hat, baseball hat on him backwards, but his hair is so cute. I don't want to hide his hair. His hair is so cute. Okay, tie in his cherry pie. Look, you really can see the shimmer on the roof of the barn and the barn doors. A little kitty cat, Barbara? Yeah, do a little kitty cat. That might be cute. You know, barns have little kitty cats, barn cats all the time. Diana, you were thinking the same thing? Stephanie, you love it. Teresa, you love it. Tie in his cherry pie. And see, you still can see the definition on his boots. You can see the little rhinestone buttons on his boots. Thank you, Diana. And all the little rubber tread on his boots, a cat or a chicken on the hay. Good idea, Lisa. A little baby cow. That would be cute. Yeah. It would have to be proportionate to tie. He's got hay in his hair now. He's been having a party, you guys. He's been having a party. A little chicken. Yeah, a little chicken would be cute. Thank you. A little kitty cat. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like a little kitty cat. Could maybe even do it like sitting up over here, or even a peeker, like just the head and the paws peeking out like over the top, like a little peeker. Yeah, you guys, I'm so happy with how it came out. Oh, a little doggy would be cute, a little boy and his dog. And I love that I had that little piece of, that bale of hay it was from a fall project. I bought a pack of 3 and I guess I only used 1. I had 2 left, or I didn't use any of them. Look at his little cheekers. You still can see his little cheekers on his little, and thank you, Kathleen. A mouse. Yeah, it's good as is. Peeking would be cute, right, Stephanie? Yeah. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Vicky. Yeah, I'm really happy how he came out. So this was my month-long project for the Pink Frosting Divas. All of my videos are on my YouTube channel, Paper Sweeties. So if you want to recreate it, just go back and rewatch and make it along with me, guys. It was a fun one. It was a fun one to put together. I love how it came out. The little barn. All of my bases, the base for the barn, the base for the head, and the base for the body are just pieces of that wall board, that styrofoam wall board. Mine is green at my Lowe's. Yours might be a different color. And I love his little fabric bandana. Instead of doing a clay one, it gives it just that extra little element of surprise. So look at his little hands. He's holding his cherry pie. And it is just slightly braced up on one of the boots. And see why I attached that one finger to the top of each boot just to give it some extra support. But you still can look in. The glue's still drying, so I'm trying to be careful. You still can see the definition on the top of his overalls, the pocket and the buttons and the straps. And I don't think it needed the extra little piece of green around his hand. Y'all were right. Y'all were right. And his little back, his little overalls. The barn has shiplap siding. And I love that it's on this piece of rustic. It was $12, but I feel like it was worth it. So much time and effort went into the project. I feel like that was the good way to finish it off. And then we added that little silver galvanized metal paint onto the roof and the barn doors. Just all those little extra touches, guys, really make your projects really come to life. So there he is, Ty and his cherry pie. All right, guys, so next in the lineup was supposed to be Maricela, but she was having a water main break at her house, so she couldn't go live today. Thank you so much, Kathleen. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. He is available. If anyone wants to adopt him, send me a private message. I might be able to let him go. I might be able to. So the next in the lineup at 4 p.m. is I said it in the beginning and it's gone right out of my head, you guys. You know that happens to me all the time. 4 p.m. You guys, totally out of my head. I have 3 minutes to figure it out. And I went specifically and checked and I said, oh yeah, that'll be easy for me to remember. And then I forgot. 4 p.m. in the lineup today is Glitzy Yaya, my friend Michelle. You're welcome, Sherry. At 5 p.m. are my two other friends, Priscilla and Kim, Crafty Ladies and Family, and Kim's Wreaths, Decor, and more. 6 p.m. is Bear Crafts with BC and Grammy Vicky's Creations. 7 p.m. is Jones Designs and Creations and Shay's Creations. And then finishing our lineup out today at 8 p.m. is Lollipots and Polka Dots. Teresa and I are, thank you, Tammy, are hosting a girls' craft weekend, the first weekend in October here at the beach. It's pinned to the top of my business page if you want any information. And Teresa is going to be doing a duo with my friend Amy, Crafty Amy Girl. So, thank you guys. Thank you for everyone that hung out with me all month long and gave me input about this cute little project, Ty and his cherry pie. I'm super happy how it came out. All right, guys, have a great rest of your Monday. I'll be back live tomorrow at 2 p.m. for the Crafty Friends group. And I'm not sure what I'm making yet, but I'm sure it'll be something cute. So hopefully you have time to stop on by, and I'll see you then. Have a great rest of your Monday. Bye, guys.